Starring in Stranger Things was both the most glorious and the most regretful experience of my life. It's not that the show itself was bad, but behind all the fame and glamour, I encountered people who forced me into silence and endurance. Now, I finally have the courage to file an official complaint against the production team, accusing David Harbour of harassment. I want everyone to see who he really is. And the reason I'm speaking up only now comes down to 3 things. First, someone used power to silence me. During filming, I often felt I couldn't freely express my thoughts. Someone directly warned me, don't speak, don't ask, don't cause trouble. If you say anything, you'll lose your job. That pressure wasn't persuasion, it was intimidation. Every time I wanted to speak, it felt like being struck by a cold wind, full of fear and anxiety. I chose silence not because I wanted to, but because I was terrified of the cost, terrified of losing the role I loved most. Second, I was asked to sacrifice everything for the role. As a central character, I had to pour all my energy into bringing Eleven to life. Filming lasted endlessly. My private life was completely erased, and the emotional pressure was deliberately amplified. The producers always said, it's all for art, but all the burden fell on me because I was the core I had to endure. At first, I believed that was part of being an actor, but when the cost began to hurt me, I realized that no amount of acting perfection could protect me from real pain. Third, someone else's courage gave me strength. One day, I listened to Lily Allen's new album filled with raw anger and grief over betrayal and a broken marriage. She wrote her pain into every lyric, and her honesty struck me deeply. It made me realize I wasn't alone. Her courage taught me that silence isn't the only safe choice. I too can tell my story and stop letting fear define me. I'm not asking for sympathy, I just hope my experience can be heard. Silence doesn't solve problems. Every act of speaking out is a way to respect ourselves, and a small step toward changing the world. Would you sympathize with my story?